morning. So today we're going to go climb some mountains. We're going to go climb the Alps. I have my Peugeot Tourmalet that's all set and ready to go. I want to test it out and see how it does under those conditions. And I also want to test myself. I haven't done any climb of this magnitude in quite a while. There is absolutely nothing like it where I live in the United States. What we're going to do today is called the Col de Vence. It's a 6-mile climb, 7.5% average grade, and let's go ahead and do it. Well, here we are. We have arrived in Vence, which is where I will start my ascent of the Col de Vence. But before I do that, let me take a minute and give you a quick tour of this charming mountain village. The climb of the Col de Vence starts right in town and goes straight up the mountains that you can see over here. Vence sits at the feet of the Alps and is only about 30 minutes away from either Nice or Cannes. I love coming here, and not just to ride my bike, but I also enjoy wandering through the old pedestrian-only medieval streets and taking the time for a leisurely lunch outdoor. Like the rest of the Riviera, Vence is all about no time pressure. It is definitely a place I would recommend visiting to anyone coming to the Côte d'Azur. The old town, with its breathtaking views, quaint cobblestone streets, and narrow alleyways, will not only charm you, but it will make you feel as if you were in a medieval-style movie. After a last-minute rear-wheel recentering, which has been giving me a real hard time lately, it was time to start the ascent. The first 2 kilometers of the Col de Vence are the easiest part of the climb with a very manageable 5% average grade. After that, the grade progressively steepens to average between 7 and 8%, but without ever exceeding 9% for a total of a little over 3,000 feet in elevation gain. The Col de Vence is certainly not a famous climb in the world of pro cycling. It is no Alpe d'Huez, no Mont Ventoux, nor Haut-Acam, but it is nonetheless a climb which has been featured repeatedly in famous pro races like Paris-Nice and even the 2020 Tour de France. What makes this climb so appealing to cyclists in particular, and you will see a lot of cyclists going up and down that mountain, is its measured consistency, which makes it a lot of fun. It is steep enough, but not too steep, and it is long enough, but not too long. And with a max grade of 9%, you can easily get into a rhythm from the get-go and keep it all the way to the top. There are no killer segments that will destroy your legs and beat you to submission on the Col de Vence. Its superb manageability will give you delusions of grandeur. But that also makes it a great climb for training, as well as for preparing you for longer and steeper climb. To give you an idea, it takes me about 40 minutes non-stop to get to the top. Pros, well, they do it in about half that. But it is not just the cyclists who like to ride the Col de Vence. It was fun watching people playing with their fancy and colorful sports car along the twisty and deserted roads of Provence. I stopped counting the multitude of Porsches. I saw a couple of Ferraris and even a bright orange Lamborghini. It did help in breaking the monotony of the climb a bit. Every kilometer along the route, there are large postmarkers which give you the number of kilometers left to the summit, as well as how many meters of elevation and the average grade of the road ahead. I found it a big psychological help. It makes you focus on reaching the next marker and then the next marker, as opposed to focusing only on reaching the summit. So here I am. I made it to the top of the Col de Vence. It's a 6 miles climb, 7% average grade. It starts at the village of Vence and then goes straight up the mountain until it reached the top, which is where we are right now.
I figure that was a good training session for my attempt at the Col de la Bonnette this weekend. I tend to do that on Sunday. Hopefully everything will go according to plan and weather permitting. And as you can see, I've reconnected with my Peugeot Tourmalet, my beloved Peugeot Tourmalet. That's the bike that I use, of course, for the Eroica. It's a bit heavy, I have to say, but hey, what the heck. If you like vintage bikes, that's part of the deal. And that's, of course, also the bike I will be using for my attempt at the Col de la Bonnette. So it's a beautiful day today. It's a little buggy around here, so I can't wait to get off of this mountaintop. It's a beautiful day. As you can see, it's really nice, beautiful scenery. Great day to be out riding your bike. Beautiful scenery all around. And now I'm going to do the fun part, and that's going downhill.
Au revoir et à bientôt.